Hi, I'm Stephanie from Jolly Scrumptious Cupcakes and I'm here as a guest tutor at Pretty Witty Cakes. And today I'm going to show you some really quick, simple ideas for children's cupcakes. Now these designs are great if you're new to cake decorating because they're quite simple, quick, and they use sort of minimum amount of equipment. They're also brilliant if you want to do some decorating with children yourself. So your own kids, my children love doing cake decorating, so these are perfect for them to make. And I also run kids parties, so these are some of the designs that I use and always get great results. So they need to just be quite straightforward and simple for them to make, and also to look like what they're supposed to look like. So I've got three little designs here for you. I'm going to start with this little piggy here. So taking some pink paste. They're just really simple shapes to start with. This is why it's great for kids to do. So you could just sort of give them a guide of how they do it and then just leave them to get on with it themselves. So starting with the base here, just take off a piece of this paste and roll it in your hands. And then just push this flat with the palm of your hand. So just push that down. It needs to be a little bit bigger than that. So push it down. This is a much easier way for children to make shapes like this as well, rather than trying to get rolling pins involved, because they never quite get the thickness right or manage to do it. So this is a perfect way of getting them to produce these sort of flat shapes. So that's our base one. So then we take a little bit of a smaller amount for the little face here. So just start that off in a ball. And then again, push that flat with the palm of your hand. So once you've got that little shape, we can stick that on. I'm going to use some glue, but you can always just use a bit of water to stick it on if you haven't got the glue. So just pop that there, and then you're going to position that down the bottom of your disc. And then we're just going to make the little snout, so not a smaller bit still. I'm just going to roll that into a ball and just push that flat with the finger. And then stick that on the bottom there. And then using the small end of the ball tool, just poke 2 holes in there for the nostrils. And then using the same tool as well, we're just going to make 2 little holes for the eyes here. So just above that snout, just poke 2 holes in. Now for these eyes, I've used 2 of these little sugar pearls here, which are great for eyes for children. If you haven't got those, you can always use an edible pen or even just a little bit of black sugar paste rolled up. Just pop those in the hole there and just push those in. Then for the ears, start off with 2 balls of paste, same size. And to get the ear shape, just start off with the ball and then just roll one side into a soft point. So you're making like a teardrop shape there. And do the same with the other one. And then you're going to push that flat with your finger. And then using the large end of the ball tool, just push down in the middle there. And pop some glue on the back. And then just stick that above that head there. And we're going to put a little tail at the back, so make sure you leave a gap there. So just stick those just above the eye, either side there. And then just a little bit of paste for the tail. So roll out a long sausage shape. And then just need to curl that round like that, make a little spiral, pop some glue at the back and stick that on. And that's just a really quick, simple little pig cupcake topper. So onto our little bee. So same thing we did with the pig. I'm going to take some yellow, we'll use that bit, and again start off with that in a ball. And pop that on the board and using the palm of the hand to squash that flat. Okay, let's just keep that nice circle. And then just pop that to one side. Then bring some black in. So we will need a rolling pin for the black stripes, so just take some black paste and roll this out. So for this, ideally you'd use a scalpel. It's just sharper, you get a cleaner cut. If children are making them, I wouldn't give them this to use, so I always give them a little wheel tool to cut out the stripes. It does just as good a job, and obviously it's much safer for them. But I'm going to use a scalpel on this occasion. So what you need to do is you just cut 3 thin stripes out, and just try and get them similar size. If you've rolled the paste long enough, you might get all the stripes out of one piece, but I don't think I have. So just cut 3 stripes there. Okay, and then we're going to pop some glue on the back of those. And then just lay that across our yellow disc. And then just use a scalpel just to trim those edges up. Okay, and then we can add his little face. So taking a bit of white, just make a small ball and then push that flat with your finger. Pop some glue there and then pop that on. With the ball tool, just make a little hole in there, and again just going to use one of these little sugar balls and push that in there. And then I'm going to use this smile tool just at the side there to give him a little smile. And then for his wing, just take some white paste and roll that out. And then just a little heart cutter here. So if you've got one this size, you can just use one. If you've perhaps got smaller heart, you could just do 2 little wings coming off of there. So just cut a heart out. Pop some glue on the back of there. And then just stick that on an angle onto our bee. Okay, so again, just a really quick way of making a little bee topper. And then the last one I've got here is our little bear. So I've got some light brown paste here. So again, same way as we did with the other 2, just start with a ball and then push down with the palm of your hand. Take another little piece, a bit smaller this time. Roll that up into a ball and then push that down. Pop some glue on the back of there and just position that down at the bottom there. We're going to use, this is a stitching tool here, the other end of that, just going to draw a line from the top there, just about halfway down, and then use the smile tool just to give him a little smile. And I'm going to use the ball tool just above the nose here to poke a hole in for his eyes. So when you've made the hole for the eyes, again we can just add 2 of these little sugar bowls to that and just push those in. And then take a little bit of black for his nose, so just roll that into a ball and pop that at the top there. And you can add a little bit of detail with the stitching tool, just from the nose there up to the top of the head. You can add that in, adds quite a sweet little detail. And then just finish that off with some ears. So a bit of the brown paste. Just start off with 2 balls the same size. Those the same. Push straight down into those with the large end of the ball tool. And then pop some glue just along the edge there and just squash that onto the top of his head. Like that. I might just leave that for a few minutes just for that glue to stick. And then if you want to, you could add a few little details to it, use some flower cutters and add some flowers, or if you've got a bow mould, you can make a little bows. So I've got some pink here, I'm just going to push that in there. Pop that out, make a little bow, so you could pop a bow tie on or put one by the ears. The top there. And there we go. Sweet little bear top as well, very easy to make that one. So once you've made your toppers, you can leave them to dry for a little bit and then make yourself some cupcakes. There's a great recipe on the website for vanilla cupcakes and some buttercream, and then you can pop your toppers on the top, and there you've got some great little cupcakes, perfect for children and great for the kids to make as well.